honestly. I think we've just come to a point where Deftones, you just need to stop. They just need to. There's no other way. Someone has to say it. But anyways, welcome back to the Dan Show, number 2. I wanted to jump on here real quick, and it's Friday, August 22nd, and Deftones just need to stop. They need to stop messing with us like this, because that album was amazing. um, the guys have been around from well over 30 years. I believe 97 was their debut album, and yeah, stayed up late last night, streamed it twice, listened to it all day today. Um, yeah, it is great. It has 11 songs, 42 minutes. It's produced by, what's his name? Nick Raskulinix, who also helped them produced Diamond Eyes and Koi no Yokum. Yeah, this is what I wanted Ohms to be. Um, I really liked Ohms, but I just felt like it didn't have. I was looking for that one song. I was really looking for that one song that was just gonna lead the way for me. And it's a Ohms is a great album. It's a great album with a bunch of good songs, but it just didn't have that you know what I was looking for. I think for me, my favorite song on the whole Ohms album was Ceremony. But we're not comparison. We're not going to compare the two. I'm just saying this is what I was hoping for. Um, Hands down. I mean, Metal Dream is going to be. I think it's going to be your next Be Quiet and Drive, or Change, or Diamond Eyes. It's going to be that song. I have a feeling it's going to be that song where it's going to be on everybody's TikTok pages and everything like that. Um, yeah, I mean the first half of this album is really great, but for me it really picks up after. And I'm looking at the track listing. It picks up for me after. Well, I think about you all the time. Great song. That's like I feel like it's going to be the new sex tape. Um, yeah, Milk and Madonna. How can you not like that song? Cut Hands feels like a really throwback. The outro in that song is amazing. It just brings you back to almost, I don't want to say old school Deftones, but it's got that vibe that we know, like on Rosemary and so many other songs. Yeah, Metal Dream is, I think that's clear cut. That's the winner of this album, hands down. And To Pardon the Body is a great song as well. Um, Almost 6 minutes long. So yeah, so this is a great album. This is fantastic. I can't believe. I mean, it's good. It's really really good. It's up there now. It's up there now. it's it's crazy to say that in 2025 we're sitting here and we're gonna be debating where this album sits with the rest of them, because that's how good this album is. And I mean, it doesn't take too many risks. I think Deftones have found a formula that works and they stick with it, which I don't mind. I think I think they took enough risk, like with the Gore album with Holmes. I feel like Holmes was a little bit a little bit out there as far as experimenting with different things. Um, yeah, this is great. Um, So I'll just do a little side story here about how I got into Deftones. I am not a new listener. I've actually listened to them for a very, very, very long time. Um, about 20 years now. I've been listening to them. Um, Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer. So funny thing was I didn't really listen to a bunch of rock music in high school. I listened to a bunch of rap, Houston rap, screw stuff like that. I'm from Houston, and so that was just the thing. Everybody liked rap music, um, and you would see like the grungy kids, the not gothic. What are they? I forgot what we called them. We called them something else. Wearing the Slipknot, wearing the Corn, wearing the Deftones shirts and stuff like that. So it's just nothing I really got into. I didn't really get into rock music till afterwards. And but this, you have to think about this is 2000s, early 2000s. Streaming music wasn't around. MTV was already starting to wind down the music videos, so the only way you really had a chance to listen to music or new artists was through the radio, and that was basically how I really got into rock music. I started listening just basically whatever was on the radio. So I got into Metallica around the time. Trying to think of what else. A little bit of Seether. Seether was coming out around that time. Audio Slave was really big at the time. Korn was really big at the time, but that was right around where Head had just left the band, so they were going towards a different direction. So I'd always seen Deftones, but they never played them on the radio ever. And just excuse me, just so I just never really had opportunity. Didn't know anybody who really listened to them. And around '04, I was, there's this girl that worked with me, and she noticed that I like listen to rock music, and I was like, yeah, I listen to this. And she kind of made fun of me, and she was kind of like, well, you listen to nothing that, that's on the radio. And I was like, well, it's, that's all there is. Like, unless you knew somebody who had all the CDs who, you had to shell out $25 for a CD, and see if the CD sucked and it sucked, there's nothing you can do about it. So she was just like, you need to get into Deftones. And I was like, all right. For me, it was just not, I just never heard nothing by them at all, nothing at all. And so I went online and I just Googled like popular songs by them. And the one that caught my eye was My Own Summer. I was like, I say that's an interesting title. And then, you know, everybody who listens to Deftones know how My Own Summer goes. And I was just like, holy shit. Like, I was blown away. Like, I was like, damn, this is fucking. And at the time, it was just like, I had it, it was like Metallica, like um, I think I listened to a little bit of Slipknot at the time. Mudvayne was really big. So it was like, yeah, I like that heavy, so I was really just into the harder, heavier riffs and stuff like that, the screaming. And so I told her, I was like, oh man, I listened to My Own Summer. It's great. She was like, oh, you need to listen to Knife Party and Cherry Waves next. And I did, and I did not like them. And as a Deftones fan, that is not something you like to tell other people. Still to this day, I do not listen to Knife Party or Cherry Waves. It's just not. I didn't really like. I mean, the aesthetic of Knife Party is pretty cool. It's just the chorus, the hook of the song just does not do it for me. It just do get your knife. It just doesn't do it for me. So it was kind of like I didn't really like them. And I was like fuck. So, and I think at that time they already had Adrenaline, My Own Summer, White Pony, and I think the self-titled either just came out or was about to come out around that time. So I was just like, man, these are 4 albums I'm gonna have to buy. And so it's kind of like, just I'll stick to this one song. And so fast, so I never really got back. I never really revisited it. So funny thing was, I was at work, and again, like I said, only thing you could do was listen to the radio. So this one time, the Buzz, which is a local rock station here in Houston, had Aaron Lewis like in studio. He was special, like they brought him in, did a full on interview with him and everything like that. Aaron Lewis Sustained. So it was really weird. They did it only a couple of times that I remember. So after the morning show was done, they let Aaron Lewis become the guest DJ. So basically, they let him play whatever it was that he wanted to play. So he's just playing like it's a bunch of stuff. And it's just like, oh my goodness, like like songs you would never really hear on the radio. So mind you, I'm just working, just listening. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like they're playing songs. And then Change came on. And for people who know how Change starts, it was, that very slow guitar riff, melodic type. And I was working and I was like, what the hell is this? And I was like, and then, the beat drops and it's like, he has that soft, like, whisper. And I was like, is this Deftones? I was like, what? I was just so like, because I was just like, what? And then when I heard the part when he goes, I give you the gun, blow me away, I was just like, that, I need to listen to more of this. And yeah, I dived right in. I think Saturday Night Risk came out shortly after that. I got that album. Diamond Eyes came out a couple years later, and I just got that album. And for some reason at the time, my she's my ex-wife now, but we were together at the time. She did not like me listening to Deftones. I have no idea why. Well, I mean, I think I have an idea why, but it has nothing to do with anything. Um, yeah. So whenever I listen to Deftones, she'd always give me this side eye, like, "Why are you?" I was like, "This is just, I like Deftones. I just like them." And so yeah, once I have ever since then changed, and yeah, I've just really been into them ever since. Tool was actually my favorite band for a very very long time, but the 17-year hiatus kind of like I was like, I mean, nothing news came out, and I just Deftones were pretty consistent with things, and I just kept on diving back and I listened to a song, but that's pretty cool, and then for some reason I come back about a year or so later, and then it would just resonate with me differently. So yeah. So I mean, and Deftones has been a band for me where I've just the entire time I listen to them, I'm like, I have no idea why this band is not bigger than what they are. They make great music, they make great albums, except for Gore, but and I don't care. Fight me on that. If you haven't listened to Deftones before 2020, do not come at me. You do not know what you're talking about. Um, but no, we welcome you to Deftones family. So yeah, I just always been into them, and it just kind of, I saw around COVID the numbers started going up on Spotify, and I remember I got tickets for the 2020 show, which ended up getting rescheduled, I believe, twice. So they played here. It was a sold out show. They played at White Oak Music Hall. I think it's like a 5,000 person venue. Sold out. I spent $60 a ticket. It was $120, and we're literally like 50 feet from them. And then fast forward to this year, well, the concert announcement dropped last year, and tickets sold out, and we ended up paying $300 a ticket. We ended up paying $300 tickets. So fast forward from 2020, $60, 120 total, and to this year paying $300 a ticket to a sold out Toyota Center, which holds 20,000 people. So kudos to them. Big props. They deserve it. They've been around for a very long time. They've stayed consistent. They've made great music, and it's just, favorite band, hands down. Metallica's a second. If you're not into Deftones, I suggest trying to get into something by them. I mean, if you got to give it a try, they have everything from new metal to hard to soft to everything. You're going to find something by them that you like. So, yeah. So hands down, Deftones, and everyone always asks me, "What's your favorite Deftones song?" And I always hate sounding so cliche, but "My Own Summer," hands down, is my favorite Deftones song because it's the very first song I ever heard from them, and it's what really got me into them. And then Battle Axe, Change, and I think Street Carp would come in behind that. But yeah, new album is great. Tell me, what song are you feeling? Tell me what song you've what song got you into them? What album got you into them? Anything. Tell me anything Deftones related that you would like to share. So 15 minutes. I was trying to go 10 minutes on this, but yeah. So Private Music by Deftones, great album. Metal Dream. If you, I'm calling it right now. That's going to be the song right there. That's going to be the song that lead this album. That's going to be the song that defines this album, and it's a great song. So, till next time, Dan the Man out.